Let's dive into understanding the scroll controller not attached to any scroll views error in Flutter. This error pops up when you're trying to use a scroll controller without actually connecting it to a scrollable widget like a list view, single child scroll view, or page view. Think of it like this. A scroll controller is like a remote control for scrolling, but if there's no TV scroll view to control, the remote is useless. 1. The core problem is a mismatch between your code's intention and the Flutter widget tree structure. You create a scroll controller expecting it to manage scrolling, but no scrollable widget is using it. This usually happens due to simple mistakes in how you connect the controller to your scrollable widget. 2. To fix this, you need to ensure your scroll controller is properly assigned to the controller property of a scrollable widget. For example, if you have a list view, it should look something like this. List view controller, my scroll controller, children. Make sure my scroll controller is properly initialized before being used in the list view. 3. Another common reason for this error is incorrect widget building or lifecycle management. If your scrollable widget is conditionally rendered, the scroll controller might be created before the widget it's intended to control is actually in the widget tree. This can happen when the scroll controller is created in the init state of a stateful widget, but the list view is only built after some asynchronous operation completes. 4. Ensure your scroll controller is created and disposed correctly. Specifically, create it in the init state of a stateful widget, and dispose of it in the dispose method. This prevents memory leaks and ensures that the controller isn't referenced after the widget has been removed from the tree. For example, add override void init state, or super init state, scroll controller equals scroll controller. Add override void dispose, scroll controller dispose, super dot dispose. 5. Sometimes the error message is misleading. A similar error message might appear if you're trying to access properties of the scroll controller before the widget tree has fully built. This usually happens when you try to access properties like position.pixels in the init state method. You should access them in a later lifecycle method like did change dependencies or did update widget. Always check if the scroll controller is attached to a widget before accessing its properties to avoid unexpected errors. 6. Debugging. This error requires careful examination of your widget tree. Use the Flutter DevTools to inspect the widget tree and verify that the scroll controller is correctly assigned to a scrollable widget. If you're still facing issues, provide your code snippet for more tailored assistance. Remember, careful attention to widget hierarchy and lifecycle methods is key to avoiding this common Flutter error.